to me, one of the biggest benefits of Cascade is that it allows you to not only focus on the important stuff, but also prevents people focusing on the unimportant stuff. My name's Ian Farthing, and I'm the CFO of Dorel Juvenile, which is a business segment of Dorel Industries Inc. So as CFO, obviously I have oversight over the entire business, and our business is an $800 million business with multiple locations around the world. So for example, in Australia, we have Maxi-Cosi and Mother's Choice, which are both very prominent juvenile brands. We make car seats and strollers. In Europe, Maxi-Cosi is by far one of the most dominant brands. In the US, it's safety first. And we've been in this business since 1962, actually. Our tagline is actually care for precious life. And when you think about what we do, making car seats, number one, it's our number one product category. If you think about the cargo that the car seats carry, we take great pride in the fact that we keep children safe around the world. In our case, car seat in one market versus another is very different. Price points are different. The market dynamics are very different. Think about where we sell our product. Think about selling product in Peru versus a Germany versus Australia. It's not the same. So we need individual strategies to execute, but ultimately they should roll up into one thing. It's what we're trying to achieve as a company, which is, again, to be the market leader with the market-leading brands within our industry. So the ability to understand the dynamics within the market and adjust to them is not easy when you're structured the way we're structured. We're very decentralized, and there's a great sense of reliance on local management to do the right thing. The ability to see it and manage it and measure it is something that in the past has been a challenge, and that's something we're trying to solve. In many companies, I think, we're very email-driven, very PowerPoint-driven, and there's some inherent, inefficiencies with that. Spreadsheet also, we're a big spreadsheet company, like many companies, I think. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of video calls and conversations around what was going on within the business. The ability to have all those things in one place and to have visibility both on what has happened and what should be happening in the future is something that was very much ad hoc in the past, I would say. The reason why we chose Cascade was clearly two or three. One, the integration capabilities of Cascade, which we tested beforehand, were clearly superior. Two, the integration with Outlook and Teams, and the fact that we felt like it would easily, seamlessly fit into the way we work was the second one. And three, the interface just was very modern. And we didn't want to choose something that people would look at as a sort of stodgy, static tool. We wanted something that was a little more dynamic, intuitive, and easy to use. And that's something that we thought we would get with Cascade. We looked to Cascade not only for the software, but also the expertise in terms of what is strategy, why is it important, how do you make it clear to everyone what you're trying to achieve. So it wasn't just a software purchase per se. It also included this managerial expertise which came with it, which was huge for us. What Cascade does for us is it's actually not just talk. It's actually illustrated within the tool in that the objectives that we've set and our progress towards those objectives are actually obvious. And I think that's the big difference. Whereas before it would be meetings, it would be almost hearsay, whereas now it's not. It's literally within Cascade. You can actually see how people are doing against what they've said they were going to achieve. The power of Cascade is not only did we put the targets, but we're able to put the actual activities that were going to be necessary to achieve those targets, which in the past, as I mentioned before, would have been managed on a very ad hoc basis. But by putting it in Cascade and identifying truly what the important deliverables were, it really allows us to execute better against that budget. So ownership of initiatives is one thing that I like about Cascade, is you can only have one owner. And I mentioned earlier an example of making a decision around retail price points and someone making that decision. The fact that in the past it was a bit fuzzy, if you will, about who actually owns that, that's how we get ourselves into trouble, in that we knew something was inherently wrong but didn't fix it. So by having this notion of ownership and really assigning ownership to individuals, it really makes it clear about who ultimately has the decision-making power within a particular issue or objective. The fact that it's so in your face or omnipresent, that doesn't happen. In other words, the emphasis on using Cascade and using the OKRs, it's much easier when you have a tool like Cascade. It's very easy for things to fail if you don't have that constant sort of focus and reprioritizing how important it is for the company.